All right, so today we're working on the number line. We've been working with integers for a while. We've talked about putting them in order, all that kind of stuff. Today we're actually going to put them on a number line. Now today is a day when you need to really listen and follow directions, because I'm going to ask you to do some things that you may or may not understand the reason for it, but I still need you to do it. So if you will just accept that this is what I've got to do, then everything will be fine, because a few of you will rebel and not want to do the thing that I'm asking you to do. Because it's just a lot of writing. It's not actually a lot of work, but it is a lot of writing today. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to put numbers on a number line, because what they're going to give you is fractions, decimals, percents, well not percents, but fractions and decimals all put together and ask you to put them where they belong on a number line. So your first job is always going to be to figure out where those different numbers are on the number line, and then you can start placing your numbers. So our first step today is going to be actually completing a number line. Now, this is going to be a little bit of common sense, but stick with me, okay? So it says to complete the number line, you're going to mark the number of spaces between the whole numbers, because that's your first step. However many spaces there are, that's going to be the denominator for the fraction that tells how far they are in between. And then you're going to fill in the number line. So let's do this together. This is what you have. The number line starts with 0 on the left. So our first thing says, count the number of, or mark the number of spaces between whole numbers. So our whole number, we have the whole number 0 and we have the whole number 1. How many spaces are there between 0 and 1?
1.
Spaces.
2.
1, 2. Do you see that it is 2 spaces? Okay, that's one of the key mistakes people make. It is 2 spaces between 0 and 1. Okay, so if we start at 0 and we go this way, first of all it said use that as our denominator. So our denominator is going to be 2, and we have covered one of them. And you already knew that that was going to be 1/2. But I want you to kind of see where it came from. So, because there are 2 spaces, this one is 1/2. If we were going to follow that same pattern, I know this is 1, but it could also be 1, 2 spaces out of 2, right? So it really would be 2 over 2. And you know 2 over 2 equals 1, right? Okay, and you don't have to write this piece, but I wanted to kind of show you that the pattern continues. So if we were to keep going and use 2 as our denominator, we would now be at, how many over it? 3 over 2. Do you see that? But we don't have to write 3 over 2, because 3 over 2 simplifies to 1 and 1/2. So I'm going to erase that so it doesn't confuse you. And this is 1 and 1/2. You with me? And I'm going to erase that one too, because you don't need it. Okay? But I wanted you to see the pattern. So following the pattern, so we have 3 over 2. This one is 4. No, listen. Following the pattern, 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. So we're still going to write 2. If we had one more line over there, which we don't, but we're going to add it, what would that one be? 2 and 1/2. Okay, so all we did, and the only part where this gets tricky, this one is really easy to see, but sometimes they'll give you 10 spaces in between here, or 5 spaces, or 7 spaces, and you need to know what the denominator is, because otherwise you'll get the fractions wrong. Okay, so this one was a kind of an easy one to see. So we have 0, 1/2, 1, 1 and 1/2, 2, and 2 1/2. Okay, so far? Now, the other piece is, for every one of these, I want you to write the decimal that goes along with it. So, what is 1/2 as a decimal? 0.5. So write it, 0.5. 1, we don't need to write as a decimal because it's 1.0. How about 1 and 1/2? What is that as a decimal? 1. Oops, started to write that wrong. 1.5. Okay, 2. And then how about 2? 2.5. And you see, you know, the pattern just continues. The next one will be 3, then 3.5, etc. Once you've got 1, you have the rest of them. This one's a little bit different, but we're going to do the exact same steps. So let's start by figuring out how many spaces there are between 0 and 1, or between the whole numbers. So I'm going to count them real quick. And you don't really have to draw the loops showing me that you counted them, but do count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So our denominator is 4. So if this is the first one, it's going to be 1/4. The next one is going to be 2/4. But 2/4 does simplify to what number?
1/2.
1/2. So you don't have to write 2/4. You're just going to write 1/2. And then the next one is 3/4. Okay, you should be writing this with me. All of it. Okay, now the pattern continues. So after we get past 1, it's going to be 1 and 1/4. 1 and 1/2. If you said 2/4, that's okay, but remember to simplify it to 1/2. And then 1 and 3/4. And then after 2, we have 2 and 1/4, 2 and 1/2. Okay, so far, so we put in all the numbers, and then we're going to write the fractions. Okay? So 1/4, I think you know that as a fraction, but if you don't, put it in your calculator. 1 divided by 4, and what's that as a decimal? 0.25. What's 1/2 as a decimal? 0.5. And 3/4. 0.75. And if you didn't know, remember, just put it in your calculator, because you may or may not have all these memorized. Now look, here's what I want you to kind of see. So once you get this is just a repetition of what you did right there with a 1 in front of it, right? Because it's just 1 and 1/4, 1 and 1/2, and 1 and 3/4. So let's write it. 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and then 2.25, and 2.5. Okay? And now we filled them all in. This one is a little different because now we have 0 in the middle. We have negatives and positives. Let me encourage you, when you do these, start with the positives, because it is harder to look at the negatives. So let's just start with the positive numbers, and then we'll do the negatives afterwards. Okay? So how many spaces are there between 0 and 1? 2 spaces. Our denominator is 2. So what is the space halfway between 0 and 1? 1/2. And the space halfway between 1 and 2? 1 and 1/2. Okay? Let's go ahead and put the decimals in. 1/2 is 0.5. 1 and 1/2 is 1.5. Great. Y'all are doing great. Okay, now think about it this way. Once you get to this side, this is just a mirror of what you put right here with a negative in front of it. So once you've done this, you've done all of the work. Now it's just copying it over here. So now this one is going to be negative what? Negative 1/2 and negative 0.5. And this one is going to be negative 1 and 1/2 and negative 1.5. All right, now look at this one. This one is all in negatives. So we're counting from 0 to negative 1. So let's start by figuring out how many spaces there are. Let's count them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I do want to comment, if you don't, I really don't care so much about you drawing these loops, except a lot of times when people don't, they will count these marks in between. And if you did that, you would get 4, because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would do the whole thing wrong. So just make sure that you are counting spaces and not marks, okay? That's super important. So if the denominator is 5, right? And this one is the first one back, so this is, but it's not just 1/5, it is negative 1/5. Very good. And so then we go 1, 2, so this one is negative 2/5. And then we get very good and very good. Okay? And now let's go ahead and flip them into decimals real quick. So if you don't know these, which I think probably a lot of people don't have these memorized, that's fine. Just shoot it in your calculator. So what is negative 1/5 as a decimal?
Negative 0.2.
Very good. Negative 0.2. And then negative 2/5 is negative 0.4. And then negative 3/5 is negative
0.6.
and then negative 0.8.
8.
Good. Do you see a pattern?
Yes.
2468, right? Okay, now look. All of this, that you've done all the work now. Now it's just copying. Because all of these are going to repeat back here with a 1 in front of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and write those in. Now your cutout does not have these numbers up at the top, but we're going to label them on here because this is a part of what you're about to do. So, because do you see that these are given, this is 1 4/5, this is 1.6, 1.2. The reason we wrote fractions and decimals is because some of the questions are given to us as fractions and some as decimals. And if we've got them all written down, we know exactly where they are. So let's start with A. A goes at negative 0.2. So negative 0.2 is right here. Put a big dot on the line. Do this with me. Big dot on the line and label it A. Don't forget to label it because then we don't know which one you had. Okay? So that's point A from right here. Got it? All right, so point B is negative 1.6. Let's find it. It goes right here. Put a big dot. Label it B. Okay? C is negative 1. Big dot. C. Oops. And then negative 1 4/5. We find it. Here it is. Big dot. That's going to be D. Okay? So all we did first, we labeled the number line. And when you do this practice today, you're going to go through and label every number line first. And then you're going to put your dots on there. I forgot to put my C, didn't I? Look at your worksheet. And look at number 1. And I want you to see there is something missing that's very important. And we need to talk about it. So look at number 1 on your worksheet. And when you see the important thing that's missing, raise your hand. Good, a couple of you already see it. The important thing that's missing. This is super important.
What did I just?
What's the important thing, Hope, that's missing? The number 4 is missing. Well, 3 is there. Is, are you on number 1? I don't think you're on number 1.
No, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, so let's start with this. We need to count how many spaces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The denominator is 4. But that also tells us where to put the 4. Because it's going to be over 4 spaces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where the 4 goes. So make sure you pay attention to that before you begin. So then, we're just going to write our denominators. We have 1/4. Whoops, we don't have to write 2/4, do we? We can write 1/2. 3/4. And if you run out of room below, you can write your decimals up above. So this is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. So you're going to label the entire number line like this. Then I want you to get these points that are up here and place them on there just like what we just did, okay? Now the good news for you is that you only need to do 1, 3, and 5 because this is quite a bit of work. If you finish those, you can do 2 and 4 also, but I need you to do 1, 3, and 5, and you got to finish that by tomorrow. So the steps are, first label your entire number line with fractions and decimals, then go back and put your points where they belong. If you have a question, raise your hand. If not,